So we finally learned a few years late that the FBI did not do the background investigation into Brett Kavanaugh's suitability to be a Supreme Court justice that it should have done. Let's talk about that. Because justice, particularly when it involves a Supreme Court justice, matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So for the last couple of years, senators have been trying to get information from the FBI about what it did or didn't do regarding investigating Brett Kavanaugh's suitability to be a Supreme Court justice. And finally, we now know what the FBI didn't do. Here's the headline from Reuters. FBI ignored tips on Brett Kavanaugh, Senate Democrats charge. Now, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, an actual champion of justice, has been one of the main forces demanding this information from the FBI, and finally, he got a letter response from the FBI, and he shared some of what was in that letter with us in a press release. Now, what we learned was that the FBI set up a tip line for people to report information relevant to Brett Kavanaugh's suitability to sit on the Supreme Court. And here is some of what Senator Whitehouse shared in his press release. Quote, "The FBI apparently pursued none of the tips. Instead, by the FBI's own account, it merely provided all relevant tips to Trump's Office of White House Counsel, the very office that had constrained and directed the limited investigation of Brett Kavanaugh. The admissions in your letter corroborate and explain numerous credible accounts by individuals and firms that they had contacted the FBI with information highly relevant to allegations of Judge Kavanaugh's misconduct, only to be ignored. If the FBI was not authorized to or did not follow up on any of the tips that it received from the tip line, it's difficult to understand the point of having a tip line at all." And then Senator Whitehouse sort of summed it all up in a tweet. "This long-delayed answer from the FBI confirms how badly we were spun by Director Wray and the FBI in the Kavanaugh background investigation and hearing." So let's ask ourselves some questions and let's look for some answers. 1. Did the FBI set up that tip line to simply give the illusion of a diligent investigation? 2. What of the citizens who provided information to the tip line, trusting that the FBI would handle the information responsibly? 3. Were any of those citizens who contacted the tip line victims? 4, and perhaps most importantly, will the FBI now make right what went so terribly wrong? Because all is not lost. We the people need to demand consistently, loudly, that the FBI investigate now. Better late than never. Investigate now Brett Kavanaugh's conduct. Investigate now the information that came in to the tip line about his suitability to be a Supreme Court justice. This is the investigation that should have been conducted before Brett Kavanaugh was crammed down America's throat with an incomplete, uninformed, sham confirmation hearing. So if the investigation is conducted now, if the FBI has the decency and the diligence and the professionalism and the dedication to the truth, and they conduct the investigation now, they follow up on and investigate those citizen tips, if they conduct the investigation now, it might just have the fringe benefit of providing additional evidence showing that Brett Kavanaugh lied during his confirmation hearing. And knowing that, even now, matters. Justice matters, and those words, in the context of this discussion that we're having, friends, might be rich with irony. Justice matters, because we're talking about the suitability of a man to sit on the highest court in our land, a Supreme Court justice. So, yeah, justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.